How you doing, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? How y'all doing today? This is Sunday, May 16th, 2019. Oh, wow. I keep this good feeling of mine going. Right now due to some of y'all that making comments and some of y'all that leaving me comments. And I really do appreciate it, man, because hey, I needed that. I really needed that because when I went absent from YouTube, I said, I got more important things in my life than to get on here talking about how these people doing me and going with my life and leave theirs, but they want to stay in my life. So since these wicked people want to stay in my life, then I'ma always be in their life. You know what I'm saying? Cause they know they wronging me, so I'ma always be in their life because of the evil junk they have done to me. Okay, so like I said, I appreciate y'all involvement. I appreciate y'all comments and everything. So keep it coming. I appreciate it, and it makes me happy to hear from y'all. Now, let me bring y'all up to date on some other stuff here. I was in court on Monday, May the 10th, 2021. I guess our assistant attorney is Patrick, which works under Reese Saunders as our district attorney. And I know y'all saying, "Uh-oh, what he finna say now?" Well, here's what I'm finna say. See, I keep it real and I keep it straight to the points and the facts of the situation. Now, y'all know this court battle been going on since this woman assaulted me out in front of the DSS building with that video that y'all seen. And you know what? I'm gonna bring the other video back. You know that video that I took. See, y'all know at one time I took down all the videos. Cause I was just gonna go on, leave me alone, y'all. Just leave me alone. Let me go on with my life. And I took down all the videos. But that wasn't good enough. So they want to keep bothering me. So I brought the videos back and I'm gonna bring the rest of them back. So I'm gonna bring that video back with the voice of this woman and how she did my kids out there and how she assaulted my kids out there that night at DSS. So I'm gonna bring that video back to my YouTube so y'all can see that. So y'all can hear it and see it. You know what I'm saying? Now, coming up to date with this district attorney's office. So we've been going to court since I think November 2018. And here it is. This is doggone May 2021. So tell me what doggone court want to hold up a doggone misdemeanor case in court for that long, almost 3 years. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna tell you why they're holding it up. They're holding it up because they want to find out some kind of way how to get the charges against her dropped. And then at the same time, they want to proceed with some little misdemeanor charge they have on me concerning her that's going to get dropped or found not guilty. It don't make me no different. You can drop it or I'll be found not guilty before the jury. This what make it so wicked for these people around here in Richmond County, how they treat me. You got judges that won't, all right, they locked me up for contempt of court on Wednesday, May the 12th. For contempt during the same jump with my ex-wife, right? And David McGuire, her lawyer, maggot lawyer. All right, the same junk now. So they gets me for contempt of court, sends me down to the jail. You know what I'm saying? For contempt of court, which I appealed it. Just to let y'all know, anytime you get cited for contempt of court, you can appeal it. I just want to let y'all know that in case if some of y'all didn't know that. If you feel like the judge did you wrong and give you a contempt or whatever, you can appeal that. You sure can. So now here's the issue with me, but then no judge after my lawyer come up trying to get me out. Get a judge's signature because I got a right to have an appeal. Some of the judges up here that knows me, oh, I can't get involved. I ain't gonna touch that. I'm a conflict of interest. I'm this, I'm that. But in the past, it didn't take them didn't take them nothing to sign a paper against me. So ain't that biased? So if you won't sign a paper that the law requires you to sign and based on the law, but you mean to tell me you will sign a paper against me though? You know what I'm saying? That's exactly why, I don't talk about judges, y'all know it though, not unless they wrong me. But now, the first time I see a judge's signature that knows me on any paperwork of mine, any, then I'm going to talk about them, buddy. You best believe that because you know what? You can't have it both ways. Either you totally out of it, you ain't going to be halfway in, halfway out. Only thing you want to sign on paper is to hurt me and that cause mischief to me, but you don't want to sign nothing by the law, the law that governs you. See what I'm saying? And a judge is held at a high standard of however they call it. Y'all know I don't be getting in all that high performance stuff. But anyway, let's get back to the district attorney's office. So my lawyer tells me, if it be true, what my lawyer tells me, he tells me, well, Mr. Wall, they wanted to get to your case this week and they want to try you first. My lawyer, district attorney Patrick want to try me first. That's our sister district attorney named Patrick. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really gotten much to say about this district attorney other than you work for the state. You know, your job is to prosecute the guilty. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave it like that. Your job is to prosecute the guilty. So you want to try me first, you say? That right? You want to try me first? Let me tell y'all my charges first, y'all. It says misdemeanor larceny in which my ex-wife claimed that I took her phone from her. Wow. And the other charge is interfering with emergency call. Other word, they tell me that I can interfere with her calling 911 or something, whatever emergency it was. I don't know, because I don't know nothing about that. But I got the charge. You know what I'm saying? That's the charge. Them the two charges I got. But then the charge I got on my ex-wife is misdemeanor assault on me. And it was supposed to be misdemeanor assault on my daughter as well. But like I said, they wouldn't let that go. They wouldn't let me take out a warrant for assault on my daughter. But yeah, take out a warrant. But now, here's the thing, and this was so crooked about it. They took out a warrant on me for assault on her. She did. And Holly Smith helped to do it. Took out a warrant for me for assault on her. One on me for assault on my own child. And another one for assault on a fetus that wasn't even born yet. Those are the three ones, and those are the three ones that the judge dismissed, found me not guilty of. And those same three ones is supposed to have been applied to her, but they wouldn't let me do that on her. Only thing they let me do was take out assault, or assault, that she assaulted me. That's the only thing. That's what's still in court to today. Yeah, they done came to me in time, pal. Oh, Mr. Wall, you know, you dropped yours, she dropped against you. Ain't gonna happen. And I done told my lawyer, don't even discuss that with me, because it ain't going to be no deal. It ain't going to be no negotiation when it come time. So when it come time for everything, that's how it's going down, because that's what it is. But you want to hold some misdemeanor charges against me that no, it's not true. This is why I get people jobs at. And Patrick, I don't care if it's your job. I don't care if it's Reese Son's job. One of you or both of you going to end up behind all of this because it's unfair for what you're doing. You know, because see, Reese Saunders was my attorney in the past more than one time. Was my family's attorney, was my ex-wife attorney, was my attorney, and before that was a judge. Then he represented Advance Auto against his own client, which I'm his client. He represent Advance Auto against his own client, and he won the case. That's why I wanted to tell y'all what happened between me and Reese Saunders. And now he's a district attorney. So who would that make him? He'll make him a more of a threat to me and a more of a biased person to me working for the state, doesn't it? Elected official. And I want y'all to hear me loud. Elected official. Reese Saunders, my attorney. My attorney. And before that, he was my wife's attorney. And before that, he was a judge. And then now he's a district attorney. You see in the same doggone, in the same county. So he done been a judge in this county. He done been an attorney to about everybody in this county, including me. And now he's a district attorney. A district attorney that can sit there on his desk and push his pen, push his voice to his assistant district attorney. This is what I want you to do. You know, not realizing the fact he making himself biased to me. You know, this is how you get biasness. See, if Reese Saunders would have jumped up and said, you know what, this case is a bunch of junk. Let's dismiss this stuff against Mr. Wall and let's go after his ex-wife, because clearly we got the evidence to prosecute this woman. Clearly. This ain't no humbug. They got the evidence. That district attorney's office up there got the evidence to prosecute my ex-wife for a second assault. Not the one assault now, but a second assault against me. And it's supposed to have assault against our daughter that they wouldn't let me take out. You see this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, how wicked people is around here. See, I expect the district attorney's office to be biased. And you know why I expect them to be biased? Because they're the state worker. They coming after you. I expect that because they're coming after you. And that's what I expect them to do. Do your job. That's what you're elected for. That's what you're hired to do. To protect the innocent, prosecute the guilty. The people that commit the crime. So I ain't commit no crime. So why you prosecute me? I ain't commit no crime. I ain't assault this woman. I ain't did nothing to this woman. I ain't take no phone from this woman. And I ain't interfere with her with no 911 call, whatever kind of want y'all. But see, y'all want to try me first for that, according to my lawyer. Y'all want to try me first, but then you want to let her run free with assaulting me. So y'all want to try me first and find out the outcome of that. And then however y'all want to let y'all see, I know, man, let me tell y'all something. I know the mind where y'all mind thinking before you even put it on the courtroom desk. And I know your evilness behind you. You want to sit there and prosecute me for something that you can't prove and something that you have nothing on, but the wicked woman taking the papers out on is all you got. But where's the evidence? You ain't got no evidence of me taking no phone. I don't steal. First of all, let me tell y'all something. I ain't a person around here to tell you that I have ever stolen anything from. I don't steal, and I don't steal nothing from nobody. You know, but I will tell you this. That's a fraudulent charge as well as the 911 call. How in the world, I'm going to stop her from calling 111. Listen, y'all, check this out. How's I'm going to stop my ex-wife, my wife at the time, from calling 911 when she the one that's assaulting me? Tell me how is I'm going to stop her from calling 911. If she assaulting me, how's I'm stopping her from calling 911? See, that's the thing. That's the wickedness of the people, the district attorney's office. And let me tell you something. Like I told y'all, and y'all already know, when you mess with me, I get people fired. Because when I know it's your job to persecute that woman, and I'm the plaintiff that she's assaulted, and y'all not trying to do that, you're not trying to bring that woman before justice and prosecute her butt and send her butt to jail and let her get some of the stuff that she deserves that's coming to her. Y'all won't do that, but an innocent man that love and take care of his kid, y'all want to prosecute him? You know, that judge didn't care one bit about me having children up there in that court last week, May the 12th, 2021. That judge didn't care one bit about me going to jail. He ain't never once said, well, you know, he got kids he got to take care of, and then if I put him in jail, that's going to prohibit him from taking care of his kid and providing for his kid. You know, that judge ain't thought, but do I got anything bad to say about the judge? Nope. I ain't got one thing bad to say about the judge. Only thing, it's a prejudice. That's what it is. It's a prejudice. You're going to send me to take me away from the kid that's already suffering from the junk that's been going on already with this wicked woman, wicked judges, wicked DSS, wicked sheriff department. But yet you're going to say, well, I don't care about locking him. Let's just go ahead and lock him. I don't care about he got kids that he got to pay, that he got to take care of. You know what I'm saying? But then let's get on her hand. She got kids. She got 5 kids that she can't even take care of, which she can't. And the judge knew that when she ordered my 3 kids and took my rights away. The Judge Sophia Crawford knew it then. Let me tell you how she knew it, y'all. Let me tell you. You know, I was representing my circle. You know, I can't keep no lawyer around here. So I asked my ex-wife a question on the stand. I said, well, if the judge give you the kids, how would you how are you gonna take care of them? How are you gonna provide for them? You know, how you gonna do all this kind of, because I hadn't asked her all the income that she get. And at that time, I think it was around $800-900 or something like that. You know, now you take $800-900 and then you verse it against my 3 kids, then the 2 kids she just had at that time. So March, they weren't but a month old. They were babies. You know what I'm saying? So tell me how you gonna take $1,000. I'm gonna just round it up to 1,000. So tell me how you're going to take $1,000 and round it up to pay rent. Well, probably ain't paying rent, probably on the Section 8. Buy 2-3 cars, insurance, all this stuff that you can do. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to tell the judge, in front of the judge, now this is big. I got all of the videos from the court. I asked her specifically, how are you going to take care of my 3 kids? You know what she said? You know what her answer was? By all means necessary. She can go to thrift shops and stuff like that. You know what? That ain't telling the judge how you gonna take care of my kid. Wait a minute. That is telling the judge how you gonna take care of my kid. You can't. That's actually telling the judge, well, I can't take care of them, but I'm gonna do whatever it takes. If I have to go to Salvation Army, well, you know what? In the law realm of it, let me give y'all the law because, see, I've been reading about a lot of this stuff. See, Judge Sophia Crawford didn't never in her life, and then nobody else's life would have made that kind of ruling. Because she couldn't prove, she have no evidence that woman could take care of my 3 kids. No evidence at all. You know, other than her getting a disability check. So now, you got a man here that's working. Providing for his kids, got a stable home for him. This is my home, I've had this home ever since 1999. If that tell y'all anything. My home since 1999. and I ain't never moved from it to this day. Still in the same home. So this woman moved in house to house. Where she started out in a motel when she left me. Then immediately she got a house in the same year, 17. So she spent a lot of money. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She left me November of 2017. She had a stand in the motel, then bought a car, paid cash for it, renting a car. Then ended up the very next month in December, she had a house. So you tell me where all that help come from? Because all that help ain't come from a doggone $1,000 disability check, now did it? So she said under oath, y'all, in the courtroom, and I can let y'all hear it. She said it under oath. She gonna take care of my kid by any means, Salvation Army or whatever. But see, the judge ain't supposed to take that and go by that. Judge supposed to take facts. How much money you making? Can you afford to take care of these kids? What's your mental state of mind? You know, all this stuff. You know, the judge supposed to take all this stuff under the law now. And then I finds out that not only, see, when the judge ordered and took my rights away in March 2019, a judge is supposed to take in consideration all these facts. One, that she can take care of my kid. And two, that she got to have money above the means. She just can't be borderline. But she wasn't even borderline. She was under the line. You know what I'm saying? So these are the facts that a judge is supposed to take in consideration for ruling where a child go at. So that judge ruled my children to go to a place that she know wasn't going to be taken care of. Know that woman didn't have no money, and know she wasn't in her state of mind to take care of no 3 kids, but she had 5 because she done had her new 2 kids. So that judge knew that. That judge knew everything about that. Before she, but yet, did that stop her? Did that stop Sophia Crawford from making her rulings? You know what I'm saying? No, it didn't stop her from making her ruling. She made her discriminatory rulings against me to help her. And then you open me up for child support and everything. And that's exactly. After my ex-wife said on that stand she can take care of my kid, then look what's going on with me now. Why are you coming after me at child support now? You and your lawyer. See what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about. In 19, when the judge ordered it, I could take care of these kids by any means necessary. But now after 2019 and on from 2019, let's go after him for child support. Let's go after me for child support where my kid was safe in the home where they was. You see what I'm saying? You know, I done had my kids several times where they wearing some old Walmart. What parent would their kid want some grimy clothes that's hand-me-down or something? You know, y'all know me. I like my kids wear the best. If I can afford it, they're going to wear the best. Best clothes and best jeans, best shoes. And they don't wear nothing but Michael Air Jordans. You know what I'm saying? All my kids. I don't play no game when it comes down to taking care of my kids because I would go lacking for my kids. You know what I'm saying? So Sophia Crawford heard the same thing that I asked the question, and she made a ruling for this woman to take my kid, and then took and stripped me on my right because I told her the blood of my kids ain't gonna be on your hands. And I ain't never go back on that, honey. Never. Because you discriminatory against me, biased against me, you made a not just an incorrect ruling, you made a ruling that you didn't even have the authority to do. Yeah, you had authority to do what you done, but that wasn't the right. You wasn't right doing it. Because that woman, you didn't have no income chart saying that woman can provide for my 3 kids. And yet you still ordered for my kid to go in that home. You had all the evidence to show that woman was mentally unstable. But yet you still sucked my kids into that home. You had all the evidence that this woman is, I'm looking for that word again. Y'all can't seem to find that word. But anyway, a crazy woman. You know what I'm saying? So Sophia Crawford knew all these things and knew about the assault that the woman assaulted me, knew about the second assault. She knew about that she was under probation. And then she knew about the second assault that woman assaulted me on, and yet still ripped my children from my hands and started me in there and took my rights away because of what I said to her. And I ain't never look, one thing that comes out this mouth, it don't go back, and once it go out, it's gone. You was wrong, and you gonna always. That's why I say you never live it down. You'll never live down. So that's why I say you might marry my kid. You, the sheriff department, clerk official, DSS, all of you cahoots together. You know, the magistrate that was a part of it, all of you need to marry my kids and make sure, you know what? Every day my kids go to school, y'all need to be there to make sure they stay clear of everything. And pay child support to make sure they live a wealthy, good life. That's what all of you responsible for with my children. All of not just Safira Crawford, she was the mouthpiece as a judge. She was the mouthpiece and got used to do what she did to me. You know. Then you got the sheriff department up under the hands of Clemens. Same thing. Clemens sit there and lied and told me. Now when I got locked up, Clemens told me, well, the day I got locked up, I lost the right to my kids. He didn't say so. Okay. I took that because the first time I heard it. So okay, Clemens, okay. All right. Now, she was on the other foot. She gets locked up. And along with the sheriff department, along with DSS, y'all heard them videos on the phone. I called the sheriff, we don't know where your child at. I found my child, then still they ain't gonna go get my child. So she locked up in jail, and I still can't get my daughter. So tell me, they ain't gonna talk about the law just changed. Y'all know how the law works. You know, if the law says that if I'm locked up and I lose the right to the other parent because I'm locked up, then that same law applies to when that other parent get locked up. Ain't that right? But it don't never apply to her, but they make the law try to apply to me, but it don't apply to her. And that's the reason why. And then that's what I get up here to talk about, y'all. I don't get out here and talk about something I don't know. I'm talking about something that I do know. That's why I get on my YouTube to talk about this junk. You know, Clemens is a crook up there. To me, in my opinion, Clemens ain't nothing up there on that sheriff department because Clemens had a chance to stand up and correct this officers as well. Now, let me tell you, I wouldn't have nothing to say about Clemens. If Clemens would have stopped this officer from and got my child like the exploder had done, I wouldn't have not one thing to say to her. But see, I went to Clemens firsthand. I went to Clemens right there in his office and talked to him. I said, look, Clemens, man, what's wrong with your officer, man? They won't go get my child. My ex-wife is locked up in jail, and she currently locked up. What, man, I'm the daddy, and I got custody of my child, man. I want my child. Oh, well, Mr. Wall, this, that, and the other. Well, the law didn't change, so since you've been locked up, and since now your ex-wife locked up, law changed, so now we can't, a bunch of bull crap is what it gave me. You know what I'm saying? That's what he gave me. And that's the reason why I hold him responsible for what he did, because if I hadn't went to Clemens myself, then I would be like, okay, I ain't gonna blame Clemens for nothing, because I didn't go to him. But I went over all of them head. I went all the way to the man. I went all the way to Clemens. I went to Clemens when I was locked up. I went to Clemens when she was locked up. Both times. Sure did. So that's the reason why I can say what I say. Look, when y'all hear me talking, I'm talking the truth. You understand me? I went to Clemens face to face. Sure enough did. And that's why he responsible for his part in this stuff with what my kids suffered and went through, because Clemens could have stopped that junk. Clemens could have applied the law and said, look here, y'all my deputies, go get that man child. Because right now, his wife is locked up in jail and his child is with somebody that he ain't gave no picture for his child to go at. So y'all go get that man's child. But instead, they threatened to lock me up. For wanting to get my own child, they threatened to lock my butt up. That's the kind of stuff that I'm dealing with. And that's the kind of stuff I'm going to talk about. That's the kind of stuff I'm going to talk about, what was done to me and what has been done to me. So yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about. Because everything that I said that's been done to me, it's been done to me. It's been done to me by that sheriff department up in the hands of Clemens. Clemens himself done it to me. DSS, CPS, and all that. And let me go into another little thing to let y'all know something real quick. All right. Now, because like I told y'all, I don't want to go over the video. See, I like to keep my video 30 minutes or less. I don't like to go over there because I think 30 minutes is enough. Y'all hear me running my mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm doing these videos in series. So, one video after another one. But I'm just telling you how the dirt that I have been done by that sheriff department under the hands of Clemens and Clemens himself. And so I could blame Clemens because, why? Because I went to Clemens personally. So if I hadn't went to him, then I wouldn't blame him for anything, because I said, well, he didn't know that his sheriff did this. So, but since I went to him firsthand and went and sat down in his office with him and explained to him what was going down and what are you going to do about it? That's why I hold him responsible. He need to be paying child support for my kids too, because I went to him personally. And the only thing I got from him was, I'm locked up, I lost my rights. Okay, well, when my wife got locked up, then did she not lose her rights? So you gonna tell me from the time I got locked until the time she got locked up, the law changed? Y'all, did the law change? From the time I was locked up and lost my rights, the law says I lost my right because I'm incarcerated. So that same law didn't apply when my wife at that time got locked up. It didn't apply to her. So she get to send my daughter to a stranger's house, to somebody's house that ain't got nothing, that's not affiliated with my child. And here's her daddy right here. And I can't get my daughter because my wife is locked up. She didn't lose her rights. That's what I went to Clemens with. And that's the feedback that I got from him, which was nothing, was the law change. You know, so that's what I talk. I talk about what happened to me and how these people done did me. You know what I'm saying? And that's how they done me. So, and I'm not, you know, let me just tell y'all something. I'm not mad at no social worker. You know what I'm saying? But see, I know the wicked bastards up there. No, they ain't even bastard. The wicked maggots up there. I know what their position is up there. You know, Bonnie, all the rest of them up there. I know what their position is up there, and they know I know. That's why I don't hesitate to say something about them, because they know I know their wickedness up there, because Bonnie been helping my ex-wife out from even back in 2014. You know, that social worker up there, Bonnie? Yeah, she been helping my ex-wife since 2014. She the one who helped my wife when she left me that time, her in the sheriff department. And then, look, not only that, then called the Judge Tacker at the time, and had her to reverse her own ruling. I done gave me custody to go get my child, my same daughter, and then called me and my lawyer back in the Ron Scott, then called us back in the courtroom after the DSS called her. Yeah, DSS got a direct line to the judges. Y'all just want y'all to know that. Called Lisa Tacker and tells her da-da-da-da-da. So she called me and my lawyer back in court and struck her own order. After giving me the order, now I'm down in the sheriff department paying for the order for to get served in Fayetteville. They done called up there and told Judge Tack, got up there, and then look, gonna get up there and talk bad about me and don't know nothing about me. Talking about, Your Honor, we done been in his house several times. He just don't cooperate with the DSS. Well, first of all, you ain't got no call on me. And at that time, you ain't never had nothing with me. Every time you ever came, it was always doing something for somebody else. It wouldn't have nothing to do with me. But then they get up in court. Then the judge didn't let me defend myself. Lisa Tacker didn't let me defend myself against those allegations that they was freely getting up there running their mouth about. So yeah, Bonnie up there, if y'all know anything about it, yeah, she the one been helping my ex-wife ever since 14. The first time that woman left and ran off with my baby when she was an armed baby. So y'all see why them wicked maggots up there, how they is, and you see the reason why I talk about them the way I do, and then they want to come in here and try to have some kind of try to build a case on me. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I put them out there in the open like that, because they some wicked people up there. Now, I ain't saying the social worker themselves is wicked, even though a lot of them allow for them wicked people to use them. But so I'm not calling them wicked. But there is some wicked maggots up there. You can best believe that. And see, when them wicked maggots bust up against me, you know what I do to a maggot. What did you do to a maggot? You stomp them on the floor, kill them, don't you? That's what you do to a maggot, because they stink. And you ain't finna have no maggot coming up in your house, right? No, you ain't gonna have no maggot coming up in your house, and ain't gonna have no maggot coming up in my house. That's right. So that's what I deal with the system around here. And that's what I'm always putting out in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? And my next thing, you know what I'm saying, that district attorney's office just need to do what's correct. Because if you think I'm not gonna report Reece Saunders out in the public, and that Patrick or whatever involvement, either Patrick doing it on his own, and which he's not because he's assistant. See, Reece Saunders give down to say so. This is what we gonna do. You understand what I'm saying? Because he the district attorney. So he give down to say so, and this almost 3-year-old case could have been over and done with, and they could have prosecuted my ex-wife, signed her butt on the jail, whatever they're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? But no, let's ride this out. Let's try Mr. Walford on something that we don't even know he done. We ain't gonna try his ex-wife for what they do know. That's how the wicked people is. We ain't gonna try what we do know and can prosecute, but we gonna try what we don't know and prosecute, and hopes we get a conviction. So that's how they doing it. They in hopes to get a conviction against me that allow them to be able to dismiss the charges against her. Man, I can call this thing all the way to the end. What part of me y'all think is slow? I want to ask y'all that question. Reece Saunders, Patrick, what part of me y'all think is slow? I know what you're gonna do before you do it. Because I've been mixed up in this system long enough to know a little something, you think? You think I won't know a little something about a little something? I might not know a lot of something, but I know a little something. And I know that y'all prolonging this case, that you shouldn't be prolonging. You should have been and tried that woman. You should have done put her on the stand, which you ain't got to, because that woman ain't going to take no doggone stand when y'all got all the evidence against her. Y'all got the video against her. That woman ain't finna do that. And her lawyer ain't going to allow her to do it, because that lawyer knows she going to get signed up. They looking for a deal. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that got 30 minutes again, y'all. I'm going to leave y'all there. Like I said, stay rooted and grounded in the Lord, always abiding under the blood of Christ. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank y'all for listening.